Hello everyone, I'm Charles. Welcome to Graphic Design Quick Start. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how to create a superhero shield in Illustrator. We'll start with this star and some concentric circles, then introduce a flare, and at the last minute, integrate it to have this final look. Let me show you how this is done. Let's go to the layers panel. Let us hide the shield layer. Let's click on the new drawing layer. Go to the toolbar, under the drawing shape, pick the star tool, click and drag. By default you get a 5-point star. Hold Alt and Shift to help you keep the lines equal to each other, and Shift helps you keep the star upright. Hold spacebar to drag it around. We are looking for wings of around 200, indicated by the dimensions pop-up, right about there, but any size of a star will work just fine. Next, we need to draw the concentric circles. To do that, we need to find the center of the star. Illustrator is not so good in finding the center of stars. First, press A to switch to the direct selection tool. A method of finding the center of the star is destructive, so copy your star to the clipboard first. Go to Edit, Copy, press on Shift, highlight the inner anchor points to deselect them. That leaves the outer points selected. We don't need them. Let us delete them. Press Backspace, delete on a mark to get rid of them. Next, let us average their position. To do that, let us use the Align tool. Make sure your Align to option is Align to Selection. Click on the horizontal line center, then click on the vertical line center. Now we have 5 anchor points on top of each other. We only need one. Go to the layers panel, open the new drawing layer. There you have all the anchor points. We only need one. Since all of them are selected, hold and Shift, click on any one of the anchor points to deselect it. Press Backspace, delete on a mark to get rid of the other 4 points. Without the remaining anchor point being selected, you cannot see it. Switch to the outline mode by pressing Ctrl Y, Command Y on a mark. Here you find 2 points. One of them is for the background, and the other is the remaining anchor point of the star. Press V to switch back to the selection tool. If you try selecting on the other point, it won't be possible since it's the background anchor point, which is locked. Now let us paste back our star. Press Ctrl F, Command F on a mark to paste it in front of the anchor point. Next, let us join the 2 paths together. Hold on Shift and click on the target on the right of the path. Join them together. Let us create a compound path. Go to Object, Compound Path, click on Make or press Ctrl 8, Command 8 on a mark. Let us drag the star to the center, which will be guided by the anchor point of our background. Since Illustrator's automatic centering tools doesn't do well when centering stars, let us drag it from the center anchor point. Having Smart Guide on will help you snap the 2 anchor points together. Press Ctrl Y again to switch back to screen preview. Let us draw the circles. Pick the ellipse tool. Go to the center of the star. Hold Alt and drag. Alt helps you draw the circle from the center. Hold Shift to concentrate to a circle. Also make sure Smart Guide is on. Right click on the circle. Go to Arrange. Send to back. Or press Ctrl Shift left square bracket or Command Shift left square bracket on a mark to take it to the back. Let us change its color to blue. I've already prepared the color. Press I for the eyedropper tool. Click on the blue color. Let us draw another circle. Pick the ellipse tool. Hold Alt. Let us zoom a little. hold Alt, click at the center of the star. That will give you the dimensions of the previous circle. Add 100 to the width and the height. Let us give it the color lead. Press I for the eyedropper tool. Click on the color lead. Press Ctrl Shift left bracket. Command Shift left bracket on the mark to take it to the back. Let us draw another circle. Hold Alt again and click at the center of the star. And 100 points to both the width and the height. Click OK. Press Ctrl Shift left square bracket. Command Shift left square bracket on a mark. Let us change its color to white. Press I for the eyedropper tool. Click on the star. Let us draw another circle, the last one. Click on the ellipse tool. Hold Alt and click at the center of the star. And 100 points to both the width and the height. Let us change its color to red. Press I for the eyedropper tool. Click on the color lead. Press Ctrl Shift left square bracket. Command Shift left square bracket on a mark. Press Ctrl Shift A to deselect everything. Command Shift A on a mark. Let us now create a bevel effect using shaders. Press V for the selection tool. Select all the shapes. Go to Effect. Stylize. Drop shadow. Give it a blend mode of multiply. An opacity of 50%. An offset of -1. And a Y offset of 1. A bra of 0. The color should be black. Click OK. Let's now create a highlight. Go to Effect. Click on the drop shadow effect. This time you change the color to white to create a highlight. Change the blend mode to screen. Change the X offset to 1 and the Y offset to -1. Click OK. On the top right you should see the highlight. On the bottom left you should see the shadows. Click on the rearmost circle. Let us add another drop shadow. Go to Effect. Click on Drop Shadow. Click on Apply New Effect. Change the blend mode to multiply. An X offset of -2 and Y offset of 2. A blur value of 2. Change the color to black. Click OK. The next step, let us add the flare. Go to the Tools panel. Pick the Flare tool. Click along this point and drag towards the star. Release. Then click along this point to finish creating the flare. Press Ctrl U to hide the Smart Guide and Ctrl H to hide the selection. It is still selected. Let us change the flare's blending mode. Go to the Control panel. Click on Opacity. Change its blending mode to screen. It's a little bit over top. Let us change its opacity to 50%. Also, let us add a blur. Go to Effects. Blur. Gaussian blur. Give it a blur of 2. Click OK. The next step, let us constrain it to the shield. Go to the Layers panel. It will open the drawing layer. Click on the bottommost circle. Press Ctrl C, Command C on mark to copy it. Click the flare. Press Ctrl F, Command F on the mark to paste the circle in front of the flare. We need now to create a clipping mask. Make sure the flare and the circle are selected. Hold Shift and add the flare to the selection. Go to Object, Clipping Mask, or press Ctrl 7, Command 7 on the mark. Go to the Layers panel. It will open the clipping group. Click on the circle above the flare. Go to to the swatches panel. Let us add this gradient effect which I created in advance. If you go to the gradient panel, you realize it's just a gradient coming from white to dark shade of blue. And also, if you look at the dye mode, you will find that I've shifted the center of the gradient towards the blue color. Change the blending mode to multiply. Go to the control panel, click on opacity, change the blend mode to multiply, and the opacity to 50%. One more step, go back to the layers panel, click on the blue ellipse to select it, press C, Command C on a mark to copy it, click on the clipping group to select it, press Ctrl F, Command F on a mark to paste it in front of the clipping group. When the ellipse is still selected, let us go to a color panel. Let us apply the gradient again. Let us change the blend mode. Go to the control panel, click on opacity, change the blend mode to multiply. Let us also change the opacity to 50%. And there you have it, how to create a superhero shield in Illustrator. That's it for today. Like, share, and consider subscribing to our channel so that you don't miss out on our next episode.